Hello viewers, this is Tim Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from our segment called The Secret Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to breach your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, then you should get to watch this audio podcast recording. Now, with this and everything else anyway, let's get into the latest episode of Donbrothers. Sorry for the late review. Things got, I had to take care of some things, sorry for the late review, and plus, Christmas and all that, and, sorry for the delay of this review on the latest episode of Donbrothers. Anyway, so basically, Momotaro, we start off like this. We see Momotaro, the Red Ranger, delivering a package to the Blue Ranger house, Shinji. So basically, Momotaro rang the doorbell, and Haruka came to the door, and just like a crazy teenage girl clothes, and we see Ichoshi dressed up as an old lady, and we see Shinji came to the door, and basically, they help him with this package and whatnot, and this last, and Momotaro is what the hell is it seems like Shinji called the Yellow Ranger his sister, and Ichoshi, who is just as an old woman, as his mother, and basically signed for the package, took the package in, and just closed the door on Momotaro's face, and Momotaro was like, what the heck, confused, wait a minute, since they became, what's going on here? So basically, after he was done with his work, he went to go see Black Title, and Black Title was like, what's up with you? So basically, I saw my comrades, at Shinji house. They all pretend to be a family, and Black Title said, oh yes, they told me that. Tell me that, but not they told me they was doing something, but just they was doing this family thing, whatever situation. So basically, Momotaro was okay, and he was asking some more details for Black Title, and Black Title said, that's all they told me. That's all they told me. So basically, they're just they tend to pay a favor. That's all I know. So basically, Momotaro was like, okay, he's still curious to why are they doing this, and he looks like he started to feel a little bit left out. Whatever they're doing. So basically, turns out the reason why the other Rangers left Momotaro out and doing this whole pretend family thing, because the Blue Ranger, one of the Blue Rangers, who claims that he makes posing for talk about a con artist that goes around posing as a monk, that goes around as a monk that gets for the spirits and whatnot, and basically who's a con artist who after they scope out the monk, they end up robbing them. So basically, that's why Shinji is doing this, because the con artist is trying to pull the same scam on him, since Shinji has a nice, beautiful house. So basically, this con artist posting out as a monk that gets rid of his spirits and whatnot. It's going to try to rob. It's going to try to scam Ichoshi and rob him blind. So basically, Ichoshi knows that the con artist already knows the con artist plans. He's going to scope out the place and boom, and try to rob the Blue Ranger's house. So basically, he lets the others he lists helping others to make sure that this happens. He lists others to play his family. That way, the con artist, since he has a family, he will definitely try to rob the place because there's more. The more people who live there, the more barriers that he can steal. So basically, and they left Momotaro out because since he can't lie, this can blow our whole operation. So basically, but since so basically, they left Momotaro out and whatnot. So basically, everything the car artist was like, this, was kind of buying into this whole crazy family dynamic thing that the Rangers were doing and whatnot. Like, he was suspicious, but he was kind of buying into this, even though it's very clear that it's Yoshi, it's just a dude in a bad way with some bad makeup on, pretending to be a woman and whatnot. So anyway, meanwhile, we see the Minbei trio being Sanai, Sansa, and Sanomi training. Now they're still worried about some Sishi who coming after her. They're worried about Don Mama Sama after Son Omi helped the Black Ranger, from Dama Sama, now Dama Sama Dama Sama is now considered the Minmay tree to be his enemy now, and also they're also worried that Sun Tishi will come back and seek some revenge. So basically, they were just doing some trading because if Dama Sama and Sun Tishi attacked her at once, they'd be screwed. So basically, we need to prepare for the worst. So basically, they would do some extra trading, in case that Dama Sama or Sun Tishi comes for them, they'll at least be prepared to face them in combat. So anyway, Momotaro so basically Momotaro, was thinking about, thinking stuff in his head about this whole, after being left out, after being left out in this situation. Anyway, the others went to Black Kaido's, cafe and whatnot, and it seems like everything was going on. With the car artist posing as the monk that exterminates spirits and whatnot. So basically, giving a sense to continue with their operation. So basically, what they're trying to catch this con artist in the act operation. So anyway, the Black Ranger, his boss showed up. He was like, he doesn't know what the hell is going on here. So basically, he was about to ask, why out it's Yoshi, it's you. He was about to say that it's Yoshi. Why you dressed like a woman? So basically, the Blue Ranger took him to the side, explained the whole situation. So basically, Harlem want to say that before the bullet they put it aside, they Hardaway said, "Oh, this is my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend." And that's when the bully that pulled him to the side, it's this is the situation. That monk is a con artist who's been robbing for people. We're trying to we need to catch him in the act. So basically, this is the whole operation right here. This is the whole setup we're trying to do, pretending to be a family. That way he can rob. He can rob, try to steal from my house, and basically we catch him at internal the police. So basically, it's for sale reckon. Since the Black Ranger is an actor after all. So basically, he said, "I'll help you guys out." So basically, everything was not. even though the car artist versus Fish is about being Hollywood's boyfriend, he was like, he's like, like, we're still going on with this crazy ass charade. So anyway, the way so basically they all went back to, Shinji's house, and basically, while they was, while they was outside Shinji's house, heading back to Shinji house, we see Joro show up, and basically he's like, what the hell is going on? Like, he's about to blow up that whole operation, and basically, like, how do I say, oh, this is my other boyfriend, like my other boyfriend Joro. So basically Joro did not know what the hell was going on. Shinji pulls him to the side and tells him the situation. I understand the situation, and Joe offers to help them take down this con artist. And the con artist, we're still going on with this charade. He's just thinking that this is just a nut. He just thinking these people are just crazy, and not thinking that that they are trying to take him down and whatnot. So anyway, they all went in the house, and started to sit down, start to get, things ready for dinner. So basically, Momotaro showed up, like, with some food and whatnot, and basically, not really knowing the whole situation, like, he said, I brought some meat I brought some meat for dinner and whatnot. So basically, like, he stayed, like, the delivery guy, now, everything just, continue on for there. So basically, Hollywood, it's for, so everybody, all the Rangers were eating dinner, all 6 Rangers were eating dinner with this con artist and whatnot. So basically, when Momotaro went into the kitchen, Hollywood explained that, we're trying to do something here, we're trying to, take down, we're doing something here that can help out a lot of people. That's all we can tell you. Since you can't lie to anybody, that's why we let you out of this whole charade that we are doing. So basically, most of us like, alright, so basically, you guys are doing this for a good cause. That's all I need to know. So basically, after, Motel felt a little better, but that even though he left that on purpose, but it was for a good cause. So basically, the car artist had enough of this crazy, of this crazy situation that he's in. He decided to leave, and basically went, and came back that night and tried to watch Shinji's house. So basically, when the car artist, broke into Shinji's house, he saw Yoshi, still in drag, queen, still wearing drag, still dressed as a woman, talking to his wife, who is a Naho, who is a beastly monster, on the phone. Then he saw the other way to turn. He saw Hollywood transport into her ranger form, ranger form and whatnot, and he encountered, Jiro and his danger personalities over, and so basically he encountered Jiro, whose danger personality took over his body and scared the shit out of the cop artist who was trying to rob Yoshi's house, and who was trying to, style of tongue-tie. So basically, he was trying to rob Shinji's house. Then he bumped into Momotaro and asked you, like, what is going on here? Do you know what's going on here? So basically, even though the Power didn't know much details, he could lie and passed out, and basically every time he passed out, it's like, his heart start and shit like that, and the burger that freaked out, and Shinji was like, so basically, you basically looks like we caught you in the act. So basically, the burglar ran out of Shinji's house and being frustrated, that's when a Naho monster and it took over his body. So basically, a Naho monster took control over the con artist slash burglar's body, and all the Rangers, got themselves together and basically working, as usual, took down the Naho monster. The Naho monster grew. Basically, they formed an Megazord, took down, and basically, and took down giant size Naho monster, basically based off of Go Ranger, and basically, and say today. So basically, once Naho monster was destroyed, they managed to make sure that con artist slash burglar was sent to jail, and basically they all went to celebrate at except for Isabel the Black Ranger. No, they all went to celebrate at Black Kaido's cafe. So basically, they did a good thing and whatnot, and but so basically, the others was sorry about keeping about this whole sting operation to catch that car artist slash burglar, and Moto said, all right, that's okay. You guys did understand why you left me out because of my whole not able to lie situation would have put your operation, your whole sting operation to catch the burglar at risk. So basically, all through this episode, Moto's power has hiccups, and Black Hero said, you need to get some water to get rid of those hiccups. So basically, it seems like these hiccups started when you felt left out what the others was doing, trying to take down that bad guy. So basically, Moto is the others was was looking at Moto, you started hiccuping when you felt left out. And so basically, the others was looking at Moto, and Moto was hesitant looking at the others, and he just, left the cafe. Meanwhile, we see Isabel the Black Ranger, walking by Shinji's house, and remember, having fond memories of the time that he spent the others at Shinji's house, and basically this how the episode ended with Shinji, remembering the good times that he spent with the other Rangers, even though he didn't know who the other Rangers are yet. And basically this how the episode ended with Isabel walking, and remembering the good times that he, remembering the good times he spent with the others at Shinji's house. And basically, this how the episode ended on that note. So anyway, this was a good episode. So basically, this was a good episode. So, in my opinion, this was a good episode. It was it was necessary shittiness for this episode. So basically, like I said, this had a good story to it. A funny situation to the story and whatnot. So basically, it was a good episode. Anyway, what do you guys think about this episode? Good or bad? Or just okay? Anyway, what do you guys think? Sign off. 1.